Hello and welcome to Library Salad. Today's episode is Red Solo Cups, brought to you by the Monroeville Public Library in Pennsylvania. Hi, I'm Alice, and we will be talking and tossing around ideas. And first off, let's go to a little background about Red Solo Cups and the changes and what's happening now. The hat, don't worry, we'll use that later. It's also a good idea for something like this. If your hair sort of like gets flattened during the day, how did that happen to me today? 2 o'clock this afternoon, I took the library's weekly Zoom meditation meeting, which they said, this could be so relaxing you'll fall asleep. I fell asleep during it, absolutely. So the hair's looking a little different. This is gonna help, we'll get to that later. First up, the Red Solo Cup was actually invented in the 1970s by Robert Hulsman. Hulsman, I got that right. According to the New York Times, at the point where the Red Solo Cup was invented, the Solo Cup company had been in business for a while and they were going strong. You may remember, going back in past, those cone-shaped paper cups went with the actual water coolers. That was one of the big ones before that. But successful they were, and things have changed with that actual cup. For example, here is the US patent in 1976. A lot goes into the design of a cup, but you may notice that the cup does not have a lot of the rings, the ridges and things like that. That happened over time so that for the ease of handling, stability on the bottom, and the color red. He decided that the best way to sort of do his own little focus group was his family and kids. He designed a couple of colors and red won out. Robert actually preferred blue. Another choice was peach. Peach they found was not going to have a lasting color to it. So that just went to the side. It also was in a 5, 7, and 9 ounce version. They didn't go to the 16 ounce until much later. Why did they start so small? Back then, people didn't drink the humongous size beverages that they do now. So, after time, that's what happened. Folklore. I'm gonna need glasses for this one, people. You may have seen on social media people saying that the ridges on those Red Solo Cups were made for measuring out liquor. I'm here to tell you that's not true, to everybody's surprise. Here, this actually appeared on the Solo Cup Facebook, and they're actually saying that this is the real understanding of the lines of a Red Solo Cup. Make sure you're coming in here, all right? Now, what people think this is the 12 ounce for beer, for wine, for liquor. The Solo company says you may see that, but that's not true, and it's not an original part of the Solo Cup design, but they say it's surprisingly accurate. What Solo says is what is true, and what's very popular is this line is the amount of water you should drink 5 times a day. Here's standard serving of cereal, etc., down to what you might consider. This is how to make a Shirley Temple. This is about perfect line for drinking juice. So that bunks that because Solo didn't do it for that. But again, what they said, it is surprisingly accurate. What are some, let's do true or false, yes or no questions that also appears on their website? Question is, can you use the Red Solo Cup for hot coffee?
I'd say no because there's no right there.
Let's go no. Okay, let's go no. Because they make actual coffee cups. See, Rich is going, I can't believe she's doing this. They make coffee cups.
They had me in the beginning with the hat.
Right. They make the real ones for this hot coffee cups. There's things for cold beverages. This is also on top of the fact that it became so popular that there have been knockoffs. There are imitation red Solo cups. So no matter what brand you use, this is not for hot beverages. Can you put this into a microwave? Okay.
It says no.
I moved aside. I couldn't give you a guess. Well, wait a second. Maybe
No, I don't know the
now
answer.
you don't know. Now you don't
no
know.
hints.
Okay. You cannot put them into the microwave. Can you recycle them? No, you cannot recycle them, but you can reuse them and you can repurpose them. What are some of the things that you can do with them? And of course, and down
make a hat.
Yes, because, okay, let's go with that while we still have a memory of what we're doing here. They say that since everybody, see now that I move it, it's like inching up on me. They say that since people have been staying home more, working from home more, that they're actually doing more work. At least 1 extra hour of work. That is difficult to pull off for snack time. You may not be able to take the time to go into another room and have snacks. So what can you do? Here you go. Again, I'm getting faces from him. All right, so you put a little snack in here. Okay, take it. Now, I understand that this isn't really a big size snack, but this could be a little stranger like this, but all you have to reach up, you got that. Now, you may say, I don't think so, but let me remind you that a couple of years back, what did they invent? Cans of beverages, holders for that. The straw came down, people said that. How well did that go over? It did. So I don't know why we can't have a snack hat. Think about it. It is repurposing this. Okay. But also, I do love a really good wreath, all right? This is legit, I'm telling you. And again, this thing is like moving on me. Okay, so hot glue gun. Bunch of these, they've been used, you wash them out, and if you just hot glue them, like right over here, and bend them around. I do have a picture of this, Rich, feel free to insert that later. Okay, so you've got...
That's all right, they get the idea.
They get the idea, okay. So you have this over there. You can use it throughout the year. Why not? You throw a bow on this that's green, you've got Christmas. You put some hearts, you got Valentine's Day. Throw in a little blue, some white. You can put it for Memorial Day. You can put it for July 4th. Throw some different colored leaves on this, and you're in the fall already. The great thing about these things is they're waterproof. So if you don't have like a storm door or something like this, there's your wreath. I know you're excited. We've done this, we've done that, and next to last, people, you've seen me do this with this is a really good recipe, and there's so many. This is going to be an easy to do. Watch this. Usually it's in a trifle bowl, but quick, easy. Watch how easy this is, people. Okay, homemade, or you choose not homemade. Here's your basic chocolate cupcake. Okay, just go like this, put it in the bottom. Okay, you can make your own pudding. You can just get it like this. You go in like this. Okay, put that goes nice and together. You then, if we're not using some of this in the library salad, you may say to yourself, how many times have they used this stuff? And I think it's the same can. The answer is a lot. Okay, so you throw a little bit around there. Here's your chocolate chips. We're using this. Okay, these are a big cup. Here you go. Put that in. Use another cup. Why not have a little more pudding? This way, you know what? While I'm doing library salad, I'm making a homemade dessert. This is delightful. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go like this. I was cleaning that up. Okay, and there you go. Dessert in a cup, recycled. This is fantastic. One last thing. Okay. It's getting warmer out. Not today, it's freezing. You see the sweater. What games to play inside, outside? Checkers. Everyone loves a good game of checkers. Now, let's go over here. I'm going to show you the repurposing part of it. Now, this is a set ready to go. If you don't have one like this, most people don't, I borrowed this. You could take a tablecloth, just mark your squares, maybe an old sheet, and what do you do for these? You've got your cups. If you don't have two sizes, you could just sort of do a little drawing on the bottom of them to distinguish one side from the other. So, we've covered the history of the red Solo cup. Now that we've been using it in some imitation ones, we now know that although you can't recycle them, you can repurpose them. So, have a great time. Rich and I are going to have a little dessert. He's reaching over for the, here we go. Everybody loves that sound. So, we're going to have some dessert. We're going to play checkers and hope you have a great time too.